What is going on YouTube? This is Eminem Gaming. Welcome to another Toxic Tuesday video. Today we are on number 9. This one is on Dead by Daylight as usual, as you guys can see. And so we're gonna get right into this video. And like I said, I know I may have told you guys last time that was probably gonna be the last video for a while, but I did get a few more conversations that I think are worth talking about, especially because some of these just happened. And a couple of them happened a few days ago, but most of these just happened actually. So we have 4 conversations here for you guys. So this should be a pretty quick video. We have, to start out with, we have Una, UNA Gumby, Gumby. So Una space Gumby. This player, very toxic. He was playing as the Huntress, and he kept camping everybody and everything like there was no tomorrow. I deleted my messages because it got to a point where, like I've told you guys, when they start throwing down, curse words and they start getting really aggressive, I just go ahead and delete my end of the conversation, block them, and move on. And normally after I do a video for you guys with the conversation showing you their end and explaining to you what I said, I usually just delete the conversation at that point so I don't have them in my history anymore because I don't like to have these type of people. Honestly, I don't feel like they deserve to see my end of the conversation. I know that kind of hurts you guys a little bit because you guys can't see what I said exactly, but I can explain to you guys. So basically, I messaged him at the end of this game. I said, reported 2 E's, nice camp or something. And then he said, I legit only wanted to hit my axes. Oh, okay, yeah, you wanted to hit your axes. That's why you literally camped every single person on the hook. You camped every gen. You camped every single thing in the game just so you could try to hit some axes, which she didn't hit me with an axe one time. She didn't hit me with one hatchet. That game, she didn't hit me with one hatchet. Maybe one. Legit, I think she hit me with one. That whole game where we took 30 minutes extra trying to get this game to end, she may have hit me one time. But every other attempt that out of the 7 or 8 attempts she tried to hit me, she missed. So I messaged them and I said, LOL, you mad, bro? And then she said, and then I said, I actually said, I don't appreciate campers. And then he's like, need blood points. Huntress is ass. That's why she is level 1. Okay, so you think the Huntress isn't good. And already cursing, so I'm going to report that message again. I don't even know if I may have not even reported that one because, he's not calling me that, but he's saying a curse word. What if I was like a 12-year-old kid on the other end talking to him? You can't just talk that way. So I just, I don't think this guy's really just extra. And he's not even playing Dead by Daylight. As you guys can see, he's playing Apex. So God knows what game that is. Probably some ghetto game that the garbage players on Dead by Daylight go and play on. But he basically just tries to tell me that the Huntress is garbage. Well, why are you playing as her? Oh, so that's why you're in a camp because she's garbage? Well, actually she's not garbage because a lot of people that play as her can really get people and really do some shit, especially if iridescent heads. That's like an insta-kill. So I don't really know what the heck he's talking about. And it's not my problem if you have a level 1 Huntress. Go level her up then. Why you have a level 1? That makes no sense. But anyway, I said, LOL, this is where I may have said, LOL, you mad, bro? Because he started acting like an idiot. He starts telling me some shit or whatever. And so then I said, then he said, that's why I walked away so I could hit my axe. Yeah, okay. Because the one time where he walked away from the person on the hook at the end of the game, I pulled him off the hook. And then she started throwing hatchets, missing completely, trying to throw them like all around the place. Didn't even hit anybody. And she couldn't even do anything. And then he said, you act like I give a fuck if I won. And then I said, you mad? And then I'm like, yeah, you do sound like it. You mad, bro? And then he said, and then I said, well, apparently you do. And he said, I got it done though. He's like, I got it done though. And he puts a question mark, which I don't know what the heck he's talking about. I thought he said, I got it. At first I thought he said, didn't, like something along the lines like, I thought he meant like I didn't get it though. And then I realized now he said I got it done though. And I'm like, I don't really understand what he's talking about. He puts a question mark asking me if he got something done, which I don't know what he's talking about. Did he get his daily? I don't really know. And he says so, and then I'm like, yeah, you definitely are mad or something. I don't even know what I said, honestly. I'm just like, well, you're still reported and everybody's reporting you. And I just kind of said stuff along those lines. And I wasn't even really buying into whatever the heck he's talking about. I don't even care what he's talking about. I'm just telling him what I'm going to tell him. And I'm not even really adding into whatever he's saying. I'm just saying that everybody's reporting him. He's playing, really toxically. I actually, at the end of the game, I actually took a capture of him camping really aggressively, trying to tunnel him. So I took that capture. I told him I was going to send it to the devs, which I didn't. I'm not that try hard, but I like to say that just to kind of get them to, lower their ego down because they think that they're all slick and good, but they're not. And even though he lost, he's still over here trying to talk some shit, which he's not. Like, he's not going to do that to me right now. And so then he said, I give a fuck about you having fun. Why? So this is where I said, you tunneled and camped people. ruining everybody's game experience. You made the game take 30 minutes longer for no reason, just to be, just be a tryhard. He's like, and why would I give a fuck about you having fun? Maybe because it's called common courtesy of you letting us have fun so you can have fun, everybody can have fun. So what? So you're the only one that's supposed to have fun? Like, that makes no sense. He says, I don't play Killer for fun, I play Survivor for fun. Oh, okay, so if you're not going to play Killer for fun, you play Survivor for fun, you should really understand why, you're making the game really, toxic for us, and, you're making the game really, just trashy, and it's just, you're ruining our game experience when you're telling me that, you play as Survivor, and you don't play as Killer to have fun. You should understand, so why would you play that way? That makes no sense. And then he says, so F off, okay? And then I'm just like, yeah, you're definitely, this is where I said, yeah, you're definitely mad, bro. Get reported, everybody's reporting, whatever. And then he's like, no, I just won, not gonna die for you. I don't even know what he's talking about anymore. Like, he doesn't even know how to, he doesn't even know what he's talking about. Like, he wasn't playing as a survivor, he was playing as the killer. Like, oh, he's not gonna die for me? Like, I don't even know what he's talking about. And then I'm like, huh? I'm just like, what? And he's like, I got a kill and a daily done, wouldn't call that an L. Yeah, I would call that an L. Yeah. Honestly, yeah, I would. Because, see, honestly, like, the way he played, he didn't get a kill, first of all. Yeah, he didn't get a kill because my friend that he got, because he kept tunneling, and literally tunneled him 3 times in a row just to kill him on the hook, he DC'd, so he didn't get a kill. He got, like, a 1 quitter bonus, that's it, and then everybody else escaped, so he didn't get a kill. But okay, great, you got your daily done. So if you got your daily done, so basically he only hit 2 people with a hatchet. Right? He hit one person at the beginning of the game. He hit me midway into the game, and that was it. Nobody else got hit by a hatchet. So I'm not really understanding why he's trying to tell me that he's trying to get his daily, he's trying to do this, he's trying to hit hatchets, when he did that throughout the entire game, making the game take 30 minutes longer than it really even needed to. So I don't even understand what he's talking about. That made no sense to me. So I'm like, I don't care if you're doing a daily. That's just garbage, Like, you're over here playing like you're over here abusing the game and taking the game hostage. That's not cool. And then he's like, that would be nice. Also, if you would stop crying, that would be cool. Okay, I'm the one crying. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. He's the one over here cursing and bitching about everything. So that makes no sense to me. But I don't even know what I said anymore. Honestly, like, this is just getting repetitive because he just kept talking. He's like, and I'm like, why are you still messaging me? Because this is where he said, not really. This is just getting sad. And then I'm like, okay, bye, or something. Stop it, get help. I'm like, so I basically at the end I said, I'm rolling around in laughter. Please stop. And then he's like, stop it, get help, or something. I don't even know. I don't even know. That guy was too extra, honestly. That was way too long. So anyway, moving on to the next person, and be careful with this person because they're very toxic when they play. And then as you guys can see, he can talk some real bad words when it comes to messages. So you guys better be careful with your younger ones, because you don't want him trying to talk to any of those, because he's really dramatic and toxic. So moving on to Sir Azur. Sir, yes sir, Sir Azur 101. Okay, so this person, he was playing as the killer. All right, I can tell that for sure because he's asking me why I'm reporting him, because I definitely said reported right here, because whenever they say for what, why, what did I do, that's because I said reported. So I said I was reporting him. He said for, and I said because of him abusing, and also because he was lag switching, and he was tunneling people, but he was lag switching for sure, because there was no way that the way I was playing in that match, every time I would get up to a pallet, the game would freeze, and as I'm trying to spam to throw the pallet, as he's coming up to, I'm spamming to throw it, it doesn't even throw it, he hits me before I can even do it, because the game freezes, and then it just shows him hitting me, and it doesn't even let me throw it or do anything. So I knew for a fact he was lagging. That's why he said to join his party. He's asking me to join right here, and he kept inviting me to a party, and I already knew for a fact that he was cheating, because he wanted me to join so he could start telling me and explaining to me this and that, and I didn't see what he saw, I didn't see what, it wasn't what it looked like, and this and that. No, that was bullshit. So then I said, no, I'm still reporting you. And he's like, for? And he's like, don't be a kid, man. And I'm like, kid? I'm like, don't be a kid, man, question mark. And he's like, for what? He just kept saying, for what? I don't even want to say she was stupid, honestly. I'm like, because you're abusing or something. I'm like, no, this is where I said to him, I'm like, you're too slow for me. I'm blocking you, bye. I'm like, you're too slow for me, bye. Because he kept saying, for what? I'm not even saying I'm reporting. I'm just explaining to you what's going on. And he keeps telling me for what. And so then he leaves me a voice message. I'm not sure how loud this was, so just adjust your volume as needed. Be careful with headphone users. let's just see how this went. So let's listen to this real quick.
I'm being serious. Like, why are you reporting me? I didn't face camp, I didn't tunnel, and I didn't slug. You just all DC because you're one of you bitches that don't like Leatherface, so calm down there, honey.
Yeah, okay, so what happened was, at one point I might have said, like, you know, you're a tryhard honey or something, and he was just mocking me, trying to say, you don't need to be a tryhard honey. So basically, from what I could tell, he was playing as Leatherface. I thought this was someone playing as the clown, but now I remember clearly this was the guy that I was playing against that was playing as Leatherface. Me and my friend were playing against him. He continuously had lag throughout the game. As soon as we get in a chase, lag. Like, the entire time, he was just camping, using his chainsaw, just sitting there camping. It was getting old. I just DC'd, my friend DC'd. We were not having it. This is where I messaged him. He's like, cry, kid, cry. I'm like, yeah, you're the one that's going to be crying once I report you and, you know, whatever. I don't even know. I just said something along those lines because this guy was being so toxic. He's over here talking like an idiot, and he doesn't even know how to talk anyway, so I was just done. But anyway, moving on to this person. He left me a lot of voice message. Now, let me just explain to you what happened here. This was today. Playing against the clown. All right? This killer, his name is Nightmare Marish with a 1 and a 7 in place of the I and the T all together. And this person, very toxic. All right, let's just start out for me to tell you guys. He was playing as the clown. All OP add-ons, all OP offerings, just straight up try hard. He had all these OP perks and everything. I think he had NOED, Iron Grip, all these like level 3 perks. And he just continuously, the entire match, just kept camping every single person up to the point where he's like 5 feet from them, camping them the entire time they're on the hook. All right, and let me just explain to you guys. The first person that got camped was a random. Second person was me. Third person was me. Fourth person was me. Okay, so let me just explain to you guys. The first person that got camped, he got off the hook. I helped him get away. The killer started chasing me. He knocked me down, put me on the hook, right? As soon as I get off the hook, chases me again, puts me back on the hook. He gets me and puts me back on the hook. Finally, because this Ash that was being very toxic, which I'm going to explain to you guys right now. I don't know what his gamer tag was, but there was an Ash, all right? And he's basically the one that screwed me over because he was working on a totem. He went up to a totem, started working on it. As I'm struggling on the hook, he's working on a totem. He went up to it, started working on it. Killer's not near me, right? He's not near me. He comes up. He finally comes to get me. As soon as he gets me off, I hear the heartbeat. I start running. And, of course, the killer's coming after me instead of going after the Ash. And he knocks me down again. And at this point, I was so frustrated. I just DC'd. My friend DC'd. And basically, he got 2 kills. No, my friend didn't DC, actually. He got 1 kill. And then he got the second person was the Ash. My friend was waiting at the hatch. And this Ash was waiting. It was just on the hook. And he wouldn't kill himself. He saw my friend teabagging and telling him that he was going to get the hatch, showing him he was going to get the hatch. He just stood there. He was trying to get the, you know, he didn't want my friend to escape, obviously. He was just being a tryhard, and he was being very toxic. But basically, he just kind of went there. You know, the killer was literally just camping him the whole time. As soon as he dies, my friend's waiting for the hatch to open. The killer comes all the way over to where he's at. And just as the hatch opens, my friend escapes, and the killer's swinging like a long lunge of a swing trying to hit him as he's going in, and he goes right past him. So luckily my friend escaped, but this killer is very toxic. I messaged him, you know, I said to him, you know, I'm reporting you, you know, you were playing very toxically, you know, I lied to him. I said that I streamed it and that, you know, I was going to send it to death because he pissed me off. This was like an hour ago. This guy was so toxic. He pissed me off. And after this game, me and my friend, honestly, we lost our mood to even play the game because this guy was so toxic. So we didn't even play anymore. This was like an hour ago. We didn't even play. I've been playing as killer a couple of games, and then that was it. But anyway, he sent me some voice messages, which I'm gonna show you guys. His tone was kind of low, so I'm gonna put it up a little bit. But you guys may want to turn your volume lower, up, or, just be careful. Just adjust.
I don't care. I didn't do anything wrong. You just mad that you lost.
Yeah, you didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, you didn't do anything wrong, right? Typical.
I didn't break any rules. You're just upset. And by the way, for you sending me these harassing messages as well as spamming me with invites, I reported you to Microsoft. So enjoy yourself.
Let me just report that message because that's false. That's false accusations. Okay, so he wants to tell me that he's gonna report me because my messages are threatening. I did not threaten him in any sort of way. I didn't tell him that he was gonna get banned. I didn't say anything trying to act like I'm Microsoft. I didn't say anything along that line. What I said was specifically that I streamed the game, I'm sending it to the devs, and then I said enjoy yourself. Second, that's why there's 3 messages. The first message I said reported. Second message I said I'm sending this, I streamed the game, I'm sending it to the devs, enjoy yourself. All right. Third message I sent was 3,000 something people are watching the stream, are aware of your behavior watching this stream, and they're aware of your toxic behavior. That's literally the message I sent. Nothing about threatening him, nothing at all, zero. So I deleted my messages, and he actually brought that up, which I don't care if he reports them, but I just don't want him to have access to my information. He doesn't deserve to see my messages because he's playing that way. I want to just delete this conversation and not see him again. I don't want to talk to him again. I want to block him. I don't want to hear from him anymore. I just wanted to inform him of the way he was playing. So he can tell me this and that all he wants, but I don't care. So anyway, let's see what this message was.
Anyway, you are now blocked. But before I go, you might want to refrain from doing that kind of thing in the future because you're just going to get yourself in trouble on here, dude. Goodbye.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm going to take suggestions from your dumbass. You get the fuck out of here. All right. Anyway, we have one more message. This was after I deleted my messages.
Oh, by the way, I see that it now says this message was deleted on all 3 of those messages. Too late. I already reported them. So, take care. Now you're blocked.
Okay. I don't really care. I'm not going to get banned because of those messages I said. I know that for sure. There's no way I'm going to get banned because of what I said. That's definitely not going to happen because I didn't threaten him. I didn't, say anything along the lines of, people are going to start spamming you. People are going to start coming at you because you did this to me. I didn't say anything along those lines. The only thing I said was, which obviously it was all false anyway, I was just trying to get a rise out of him because he really pissed me off that game. The way he came at me and the way he played that entire match, he was being so toxic that it was just ridiculous that the level of toxicity, whatever the hell you want to call it, that he was playing at. So I was just really pissed. And yeah, I'm a little bit in the wrong here. I'll admit it. I was not taking that because he was just playing really toxically. So I'm not having it. But anyway, this game, I was playing as the killer, playing as the Wraith. This person messaged me. His name is Nuke for Soup. Nuke space for Soup. I accidentally deleted these messages. I was trying to leave him a message. And then I deleted the conversation by accident. So I deleted these messages and resent them because I didn't want him to have access to them without it. So what happened was I sent him these 2 messages right here. And what happened was, because he messaged me first, okay? So he messaged me and he said that his 14-year-old cousin can play better than me if he was to camp because I'm camping and, I'm a try or whatever. But I don't even care. They were playing really toxically. I had 4 or 5 pallets get thrown at me. And I got hit by 4 or 5 pallets. So if you're going to play that way, guess what? You're going to get camped. So sucks to suck. I mean, that's not my problem. I don't really care. So anyway, like I said, I accidentally deleted the conversation because he messaged me first, and then I left him these 2 messages. And because I was trying to delete another conversation, I accidentally clicked on this one and clicked X to delete. I was on my phone, and luckily I still had my phone conversation of this message up, so I deleted it all. And then I resent the messages so that it would show up back on my thing, so that it wouldn't accidentally screw me over and not have the conversation on this account because I wanted to make sure that I could delete these afterwards because I don't want to have any of my side of the conversation. But anyway, so I said I was trying to ask you if my bell works good, real good. Because, he was being so toxic. So I was just taking the shit out of this. I don't even care. But anyway, I'm just going to delete this conversation and block him because, honestly, he didn't even respond back. And this was 30 minutes ago, and I don't even care. Honestly, he can just screw off. I don't really care anymore. Honestly, if you guys want to know my opinion, when I play this game as the killer, I really don't care anymore. I just don't, when I play, I don't have the slightest bit of, just, I don't even care if I'm being toxic. I really don't, because nobody else cares, so why do I care? I don't, so that's why I used to let the last person escape, I'll knock them down, take them to the hatch, whatever. I don't do that anymore, And every time I say I don't do it, sometimes I'll do it again after a while, but, then they screw me over again, and these people like to talk some shit, so I don't do it anymore. Honestly, at this point, I'm probably done doing that. And I haven't done it in a while either, so I'm probably not going to let people escape anymore. So anyway, I think that'll wrap it up. We had these 3 and then that 1 conversation, so 4 conversations I wanted to show you guys and update you guys on. But yeah, so just be careful with these players because they're very toxic and, they love to, just come at you and, try to just BS their way out of everything. So, you just got to be careful because I'll be honest with you guys, especially that Nightmarish, honestly, I kind of was in the wrong there. Obviously, I was really frustrated. When I say I was really frustrated, I was extremely just frustrated at that moment. And I honestly just wanted to tell him, you just don't know what I wanted to message him. You just don't, I don't even want to say it because you just don't know. I wanted to tell him, I was going to drop the F, the S, every bomb that there is. And, I was going to call him some real bad shit because he was pissing me off. And, you know, I didn't want to get myself banned, obviously, and I always, you know, hold myself back from that. But, you know, normally what I'll do is when I get to that point, which I've only done it a few times, I tell people I recorded the entire match and then I'm sending it to the devs because they're cheating, whatever. Because normally that alone will get them to stop talking, and that'll get them to stop talking like, you know, all cocky, you know, because they want to start telling, oh, well, you're bad, and oh, you're a noob, and da. And, you know, most of the time when you do that, which I've done it a couple of times, you know, it'll actually get them to stop, you know, talking all cocking, and, you know, they'll be like, oh, well, what did I do? And, you know, don't report me. And then, you know, I'm like, yeah, exactly. You know, you were playing abusively, and you know that you were playing aggressively and wrong, that, you know, that you're not supposed to do that. So, you know, that's why it pisses me off. Because, I mean, you know, let me just be straight with you guys, all right? I know I'm being a little bit hypocritical here because I play a certain way, and then sometimes I talk about how people are playing a certain way. But you know what? When I'm playing as the killer, I play in a certain manner depending on how the game's going. If they're getting gen after gen done, I'm going to camp people. Okay, yeah, I'm going to camp people. But when we're not even doing a gen, and he's camping, and then he's going to camp a gen, and he's just going to camp every fucking thing that's in the map. He's going to camp a totem, he's going to camp a hex, he's going to camp stupid shit like that. That type of shit just pisses me off, and I just don't deal with that. So I don't play that way, but whenever this happens to me continuously, like 3-4 times in a row and get different games, what I'll do is I'll go play as a killer and I'll do it just because I want to get that off my chest. And I just want to, you know, it's kind of like my punching pillow, you know, because I just want to, you know, I'm just so frustrated, you know. So I don't play that way, but you know, when they really piss me off, I'll play that way because, you know, I'm not gonna take that from people and then, you know, not get anything out of it. So either way, you know, obviously, you know, these people are really toxic, and, you know, just be careful with these players. This is obviously on Xbox, so I'm not even sure. Some of these people may have a PS4. A lot of these people, you know, they play on multiple different consoles and stuff, so you gotta be careful. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out, YouTube.